Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Shay, your local numerologist. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. And make sure you are subscribed to my other channels, Answers by Queen Spirit and Queen Spirit 1126. Alright, so we have 0 to 8. The 8 is in reverse. Well, all three of them are in reverse. Alright, the number equals 10. 10 is the ending of cycles. 10 is restarting over again. So 10 comes as this energy of, hey, I kind of want to leave this life behind and I want to start something for myself, and it gives the energy that spirit supports you. So we have a 0 in front, which is representing a block on this new cycle. Something about it, spirit is just not ready for you to go on with this new cycle, which is why it hasn't been supported yet. And the reason why it's showing as not supported, we have this 2 in reverse, which is literally a imbalance, right? You and spirit aren't on the same page. You're not of the same accord. You guys have not determined what your destiny is. So you may have a little bit of confusion with what you should be doing. And that's the reason why there's a block that needs to be resolved. All right. And this has something to do with some kind of cycle that you have been stuck in. All right, so let's pull some cards, see what's going on here. Oh, let's pull trinkets first. Let me grab mine. Pull some trinkets. 0. Tell us about this block, spirit. We have the star, so the block is for your soul growth. 2. We have the dream catcher. So whatever you have been trying to move forward in, it's not really your dreams. It's not really your heart's desire, which I will start posting those readings at the end of the week, which are determined by adding up the vowels in your name and breaking them down to a single digit. So anyway, yes, dream catcher. Spirit wants you to get what you really deserve. And then we have the sun here with the cycles. I feel like there is some kind of interruption or some kind of battle with ego, right? Something about self-esteem, right? So some kind of ending here that has to do with your self-esteem. Maybe you don't give yourself enough credit. Maybe you have been beaten down a lot, or maybe you might be thinking too highly of yourself. Maybe you think that you are impervious to a lot of things, like they won't affect you. So let's go ahead and get into it. The 0 and so we have the 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords upright. Okay, so there's been a block, right? And so I'm just going to say right now, this block has been initiated by your guide. So your spirit guides themselves are like, hey, I don't want you going forward to doing this, because it's a lie that you're not seeing. That if you were pushed forward right now, and whatever this goal is, whatever this dream is, if you were pushed forward right now, you would be hurt. On top of, it's not in alignment with what you want to do. It's not in alignment with your destiny. It's not in alignment with your guides. 2 of Swords upright is definitely not seeing something, right? The Ace of Swords in reverse is a lie, lacking clarity, living in some kind of darkness or confusion. And the 3 of Swords by itself is heartbreak, right? It's upright. 3 of Swords is heartbreak. So definitely the block is because you have some growing to do. The word trust came up. You might be trusting the wrong person. Yeah, I feel like you're trusting the wrong person or the wrong energy in general. What's this 2 with the dream catcher, spirit? Let's clarify this misalignment. Clarify this misalignment. Whoa. What did I say, y'all? The Ace of Swords. Okay. Okay, so the number 3 is the number of communication, right? You add that with it's a number of communication, but I also like to clarify the 3 not only as communication, but it's also like your connection with other people, the people you care about, the people in your community, the people that you engage with all the time. So there's a literal connection that is lacking, it's a lie, it's misleading, or something like that. So then we have the Ace of Swords right here with the 2 and the Dream Catcher. So 2 is our spiritual connection, it's union, right? One thing to keep in mind about the number 2 is that it's almost like this cord we send out to things that we care about. Things, people, the energy that we care about. 2 is basically what connects us, like this to that, basically. And whatever experience this is a lie. And so that's why there's some kind of miscommunication, there's some kind of breakdown, there's some kind of darkness that's coming along with some kind of connection. So you guys are not clear on some kind of connection that you're dealing with right now. And you want to grow and you want to live your dreams, but whatever way that this is that you're trying to do it, you would be sacrificing too much, and it's just not worth it. So it's like you gotta wait for the next boat. So this is a cycle that you have been stuck in. It has something to do with your ego. 10 of Pentacles. This has to do with family. I mean, I was kind of feeling that earlier with the 3, and I looked up and I saw the 3rd house, and okay, so let's do this real quick. Adding these up, right, comes to the number 14. I always tell you guys, 14 is abuse of freedom. It's a karmic life path number, and I just, I don't know. It's like it's only 4 of them, so when I see them, they always stand out to me. So definitely, it feels like somebody is abusing their freedom, somebody who is close to you. 10 of Pentacles here. I'm gonna take it upright just because the diamonds look the same, upright, upside down, and there's an even number. And so what I feel is that this is the confusion, right? You have this cycle of breaking generational curses, and then you get in this energy where, okay, well, if I don't do this, then I'm just gonna keep going on in this curse, and it's either dishonest, it's connecting you to somebody dishonest, or it's leading you into like a darker energy, which in and of itself perpetuates negative karma, perpetuates generational curses, and may even create some new ones, right? So, example, there's a generational curse of being poor, right? Your mama was poor, their mama was poor, you know what I'm saying? And then you come out poor, right? That's a generational curse. Well, if your idea of not being poor anymore is to rob people and take advantage of people, sure, you beat the generational curse of being poor, but you created a new one, because a lot of negative karma is going to come along with that, whether it's jail, whether it's people hunting you down, whether it's nobody wanting to deal with you, whatever the case may be, it will create something new, and in some cases, something worse. So you guys really have to watch what you're doing. I just saw a hummingbird. Spirit is like, be in the moment, right? Don't always be focused on the past, and don't always be focused on the future. And that's not to say don't plan for them and don't learn from it, but things change every day. And if you're so focused on what could be or what was, you won't be able to really pay attention and have a good grip on what's going on right in front of your face. Appreciating the people that are right in front of your face, the people who love you, the people who have been there, right? Yeah. All right, let's keep it moving. So today I have my ancestor deck. Sorry, I didn't mean to pop my tongue that loud or whatever it's called. So we're gonna pull some cards from our ancestor deck. And let's see what's going on. So we have the Three of Swords and the Zero. I'm gonna pull a card for that. All right. See what we got going on here, Spirit. What's the message? This is about relationships. This is like heavy relationships and how you communicate. Spirit wants to block something. Okay, so you are not alone. And we have 3 right here, and we have a feather. So I usually read the feather as like a number 0, right? But in this case, I wouldn't take it as this kind of backwards 0. It feels like a push, right? You may have either done some things that you're ashamed of, or something happened to you and you feel a little bit ashamed about it. And that's your cue to talk to somebody. That's your cue to open up and really let people know what's on your mind, at least somebody close to you. I feel this energy of being isolated. So either you're in some kind of relationship, whether it's a job or a lover or it's family, where you feel isolated and you don't feel like you're able to really speak your mind. And this is something that's completely throwing you off who you want to be and the direction that you want to move in. Because like, how are you to move when you feel unable to be yourself? How are you to move in your true destiny and walk in your true path when you don't really believe in yourself because you doubt who you really are inside? So that's something definitely to look at. So we have this 2 and the Ace of Swords in reverse, which comes to 3, right? And I ain't even talk about this 10, how it came up for a second time as well. But let's go ahead. So we got the Ace of Swords. So what I'm getting right now is that this dream has been a lie, right? It's been something that has been planted by somebody else. Somebody else told you, hey, this would be a good idea for you to do this or to be this or something like that. And that's for you to decide. Of course, if somebody's like, you know what, baseball is really fun, you should try it. It's okay to try it and see if you like it. But there's also something that I need to point out. Just because you are good at something doesn't mean that you're meant to do it for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine you working as a cashier, for instance, at a gas station, at a grocery store, at a restaurant, whatever the case may be? You're working as a cashier, right? And you're really good at it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not going to say cashiering is easy for everybody. Y'all all have met people who can't count and who ain't got the sense that their God should have given them. But just because you're good at it doesn't mean you should be banking your life like, hey, I want to be a cashier for the rest of my life. Now, there could be something in that, whereas there's a skill that you learn that you could take to the next level. But that in and of itself isn't what you should necessarily be doing. And I get that you've been selling yourself short. Just selling yourself short. Allow yourself to be who you're going to be. Live for now. All right? Ace of Swords. Clarify that with the 2 and the dream catcher, Spirit. Eagle, y'all. See from a higher perspective. I'm telling y'all. It says be the light at the bottom with the owl. So we have an eye here. We have a feather and a bird. Listen. You are loved and you are being watched right now. A lot of people don't understand, right? You included, you specifically, because this is 28 coming to a 10, coming to a 1. You really don't understand that you are a leader and that people are looking at you as such, right? So if you're a leader and people are looking at you to lead, how does that affect you? And how do you affect other people? Okay? You have to see yourself from a higher perspective. And there are a lot of things about yourself that you haven't been able to identify because you've been looking at yourself through all these other lenses that aren't you. Okay? So we have the 10 and the 8. See, listen, y'all. 18 is the moon in tarot. The moon hides and holds dark energy. You know what? I realized that's probably why the moon in tarot is Pisces instead of Cancer. And not saying Cancers can't be dark, because I think all water energy have that, swag of being dark sometimes. But I believe that Pisces are really known for that dark energy. And so the moon represents Pisces. It represents the subconscious. It represents a dream state. So you guys may be having some dreams that are, because we got the dream catcher here, okay? So you guys might be having some dreams that you need to be writing down. Write down your dreams. I know it can be annoying, but the more often you do it, the better you will get at writing your dreams down. Right now, it definitely feels necessary because whatever's being presented to you in your dream state is something that you need to recognize, right? There are some lessons that are being taught to you, and when you come back to this earth in your body, when that silver cord is pulling you back down and you wake up, there are some things that you have a little while before you basically forget them. So you need to go back and make sure you're writing that down. I also want to say too, that the sun came out here, right? And then we were talking about the moon. All right, so I feel like that's very significant on top of, the 18 equaling a 9. That's the number we pulled earlier. So these are some kind of opposites, right? So the sun lights up the daytime and the moon lights up the night. And either way, there is going to be light through the darkness and through the daytime. There's always a light. Right? I don't know where. Oh yeah, I must have shuffled because that card said be the light, right? So yes, I feel like you guys need to learn how to recognize the light when you are going through dark times. That is something that's very, very important. Be present, right? Learn to see the good of the present and not just focusing on the past or the future. All right, let's pull a card. The 10 and the 8 and the sun. All right, any Spirit, clarify, please. Thank you. Look at that. Enjoy growth and reap rewards, okay? And it says, lady, this is a feminine energy, right? And we have 5 seeds here. 5 seeds. So I'm getting a couple messages. I'm getting fruits of your labor. I'm getting planting seeds, right? And to not worry about being a little different. You guys have to plant the seeds that you want to grow. Don't miss an opportunity because it doesn't line up with somebody else's beliefs about you, right? I did that. I did this reading the other day, and yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I link it so you guys can see that reading. But don't allow friends and family and all of that to determine who you should be and what you should be doing, okay? So I'm gonna wrap that up right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is for anybody seeing 028, or maybe you're just seeing 28. But make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you next time.